Hello drivers! No longer in an hotel room but still in Montreal, it's time for some breaking news focusing on driver content by other community creators, which you may have not looked at yet and which I recommend doing so. Let's start with highly exciting content with a new batch of early versions of Driver 3 missions. If you remember, last year we were able to play, watch and compare the playable missions of the press demo, namely Police HQ, The Siege, Rescue Dubois and Bomb Truck. Those were the missions that the press was able to select and play in the menu, but that doesn't mean that the other missions were not in this build. And that's exactly what Racing Freak managed to do recently, re-enabling a good chunk of the previously inaccessible mission. A little disclaimer, he is not playing on an Xbox Dev Kit, which will be the best platform to play the press demo, but it's also very rare, so it explains why the gameplay shows so much visual glitches, such as green and blue boxes everywhere. Nonetheless, it still allows us to appreciate the early versions of the missions, sometimes with big changes or cut features we know existed at some point that we can finally see in action. The link to see the missions by city are in the description. I recommend to use the show the chat replay feature so you can read insightful information by Racing Freak, giving you further context. Not every missions are playable at this point, some will crash at launch, but Racing Freak is apparently working on overcoming the issue, so I will keep you posted. And next up for today's content review is the Driver San Francisco month by Man&Drive. This year, this British YouTuber has set a high standard regarding the celebrations of DSF release for its 10th anniversary. You can watch on his channel a lot of great videos that are very diverse, with commentary, showcasing, chase replays and more. The only lacking thing is a French accent to accompany the whole thing. Jokes aside, Man&Drive made a playlist gathering all this precious content available in the description, so you can see the dedicated driver content now that he has sadly gone again with GTA and The Crew nonsense. Finally, we will remain in the Driver San Francisco subject with our last content for today, a video essay on DSF from a channel I didn't know before, called The Mind Games of Driver San Francisco. Any button to start will tell you the surroundings of DSF development and it will review its gameplay mechanics. I found that on the driver Reddit and it's nothing new, but I liked the execution and I like to see unknown content creator talking about the driver series in 2021. The link to the video is of course in the description if you want to watch it. And what about my content? Well, as already told before, I will have less time to produce videos, but I still have a lot of ideas to make new content. I'm also considering to record a full Driver 3 walkthrough using the Cockpit View mod by Snoopy, as it greatly changes the feeling of the driving in the missions and it's very interesting to watch in my opinion. Maybe the Driver live action series could have my motivation to make 1 or 2 videos in the upcoming weeks, but it will depend on Bitch.com marketing plans on the release of new information. In any case, I will continue to share driver content on social medias, and luckily we have other great content creators in the community, as today's video demonstrates. That's not an exhaustive list by the way, but just what stand out in my eyes these last couple of days. Thanks my Red Weavers for supporting my content, DriverDimension.com, French Contact, Neuroscene, Stanko9 YouTube, Paul Lanois, Al520i and Emmett McLaughlin. You can also support my content by clicking on the join button below the video. In any case, see you soon drivers!